Alright guys, UFC Fight Night Benoit Saint Denis versus Moicano is over. And guys, I was going to go ahead and talk about the full fight card, but let's be honest, no one cares about the full fight card. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the main event and sprinkle a little bit onto the co-main event. But before we go ahead and talk about it, I'd like to talk about the UFC Paris fan base. That fan base was roaring, and I like to give them a little bit of a round of applause for roaring like that. Easily top 3 best fan base that the UFC have. I don't think they're better than the US and Brazil, but I like to say that they're definitely better than Mexico. So they're hitting that number 3 spot. I don't want to offend you Mexican fans, but you guys got some competition in France. They're roaring out there. But let's talk about Benoit Saint Denis versus Moicano. And guys, I'm very disappointed in Benoit Saint Denis. Now, just looking at the matchup, just looking at the names, Benoit Saint Denis, Moicano. Right off the bat, the love will go to Benoit Saint Denis' way. Plus, he's at the crib. You're in Paris, France, at the crib. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a long night for Moicano. He's going into enemy grounds, and he's having to beat an animal like Benoit Saint Denis. At least so I thought was an animal in Benoit Saint Denis. This dude was favored minus 265. If you guys can't see it, let me zoom it in for you guys. This dude Benoit Saint Denis was minus 265. Damn it, and he did not cover. Moicano in this fight. Let's talk about the fight. When the fight started, Moicano shocked me. I would like to say this now. He shocked me because he was able to have instant top control on Benoit Saint Denis. Something that if that was a betting odd, that would be like plus 12,000. Moicano taking Benoit Saint Denis down. I know he's a good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist guy. I know he is. But let's be honest, man. Over Benoit Saint Denis, you wouldn't think that. But he instantly gets top control on Benoit Saint Denis, and right after that, I'm thinking, okay, Benoit Saint Denis is going to go ahead and power himself up. He's going to go ahead and do his thing, and let's go ahead and get the fight to your style of pace. You know, that's what I thought at least. But I was wrong, motherfucks. This dude Moicano hits a mean elbow, mean punches on when he had top control on Benoit Saint Denis, and it left Benoit Saint Denis absolutely bloody, and his eye was swollen like a motherfucker. And I was shocked. I didn't see the swelling of his eye. I didn't think, okay, him having blood was bad, but I thought, okay, he can survive through having blood, you know? But once round 1 ended and he went back to his corner and I seen his eye, and his eye looked like a freaking baseball, I was like, yeah, this dude, Benoit Saint Denis, is in trouble. But to my surprise, and I'm starting to hear that Moicano had a shoulder injury, to my surprise, Benoit Saint Denis won round 2. The way Benoit Saint Denis attacked round 1 is the way I thought he was going to attack round 2. But he attacks round 2, I believe, throwing, he slowed down his strikes, and Moicano definitely let go of the gas. So Moicano definitely did play a part of Benoit Saint Denis. Did have a little bit of a comeback in the second round. But, and once round 2 started, Benoit Saint Denis started taking his time to find shots, which he should have done in the first round after being brutally beaten. But it didn't matter. Benoit Saint Denis, in my opinion, won the second round. But when they got to the third, well, before they got to the third round, the doctor came in and seen Benoit Saint Denis' eye. And to be honest, there's a lot of times where I'll say the doctor is stupid for stopping the fight. But in this scenario, I don't blame the doctor for stopping this fight. And for Moicano's sake, he is saved that the doctor stopped the fight. Because I believe, in my heart, I believe if Benoit Saint Denis fought those extra rounds, Benoit Saint Denis would be coming out victorious in this fight. But Moicano got lucky just a little bit by the doctor. And the doctor stopped the fight. Benoit Saint Denis loses. And now Benoit Saint Denis, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where you go from here, to be honest. I was looking at Benoit Saint Denis as possible a championship contender fighter. And for him to come out with a loss like that, it really hurts my heart. Now, guys, if I was betting, I don't bet UFC fight nights. I would never bet a UFC fight night. I only bet pay-per-views. But if I was betting UFC fight night, I would have put the house on Benoit Saint Denis. And for him to come out and disappoint like that, I would have been a very, very upset person going into this video. But thank God I didn't put my money, so I'm not as upset, guys. But Benoit Saint Denis, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where he goes from here. I don't know what's his next fight. I don't know, does he fight a guy that's higher in the rankings, or does he get does it fight a guy that's lower? I don't know what's next for Benoit Saint Denis, but he definitely needs to go back and fight in France and get this back in blood in France, motherfucker. You gotta go ahead and fight Moicano again. I don't like that loss that Benoit Saint Denis had. I'm very upset that he had that loss. Now, guys, we're gonna talk about the co-main event. Now, Brandon Allen, dog. I don't know what's going on with Brandon. And when he came out with those shorts, I believe it was purple or light blue. That's close to purple, whatever the fuck color it was. I thought this was gonna be a new Brandon Allen. I thought, okay, this dude is here to shed, and this dude is here to kill. And this dude did not do that. Brandon Allen, you need to work on your gas tank. You have all the skills in the world, but with no gas tank, how are you gonna go ahead and get your skills off, motherfucker? It was some point in the fight where we literally just he shot for a takedown and he just gave up. He just gave up, and that was it for Brandon Allen. Literally, guys, before this fight happened, I looked at Brandon Allen as a possible, and I'm pretty sure you guys did too, but I looked at him as a possible title contender, and he probably still can be. But after losing to Imavov and losing in that fashion, I don't know, man. I don't know, Brandon Allen. I'm very disappointed in you the way you looked in this fight. Now, he did look a little shaky in that Chris Curtis fight, and that he did get back in blood. He did look shaky, but I thought Chris Curtis is a tough night out for anybody. Him training with Sean Strickland, countless times of sparring. You figured, okay, that's a tough night out. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But going against Imavov, you could have won that fight if you went ahead and did your thing and you had a little bit more in the gas tank, but you did not, and you disappointed me, Brandon Allen. Hopefully you get better, but I don't know where we go from here, man. I just don't. I just don't, guys. All in all, guys, that's really what I wanted to talk about here, to be honest. Fuck. That's what we want to talk about here. Let's go ahead and get into some other fights that we possibly just little fights that we could talk about here. In this motherfucker, we have William Gomez versus Burrito. Literally, his name is Burrito. But in this fight right here, I thought Burrito won this fight. It was a little bit of a robbery. I did not think William Gomez won this fight. Burrito just seemed like the more active fighter, and that's just really what it came down to. Like, he just seemed like he just wanted it more than William Gomez, and the judges just handed literally just handed the win to Gomez, and that's how I felt. I believe when round one of this fight started, Burritos was pretty fast. With his movements, with his hands, very fucking chaotic for sure. The way he was going in with the strikes, but his chaoticness allowed Gomez to get on top of him at some point in the first round, which the judges probably looked at and probably gave him the round because Gomez did have top control after he Burrito did throw a crazy chaotic throw. But I mean, at the end of the day, I felt like my boy Burrito won this fight. I felt like my boy got robbed. It is what it is. Hey, nothing to say. This Morgan dude, I would like to say that this dude could possibly be a star in France. France has something with this Morgan dude right here. Hey, be on point with this dude. This dude had a mean knockout. It was a clean knockout, but it wasn't like he set him up perfectly. You know what I'm saying? It was a clean knockout. He got it, but I felt like it was like a Hail Mary knockout. All in all, the way that he had the Paris fans riled up, that's good to see. This dude could be something in Paris. Matt Frivola versus Francis Ziem. For Matt Frivola, if I'm not mistaken, Marab came out to go ahead and see this dude fight, and this dude fought exactly like Marab. I believe they're in the same training camp, if I'm not mistaken. And this dude fights like Marab. And by me saying that, he doesn't throw strikes. At least Marab from time to time will throw strikes and let you know that he is a threat with the stand-up game. But man, this Matt Frivola dude did not show that at all. Once he literally, that's the only success he had in this fight, going for takedowns. But when it came down to the stand-up game, my boy Francis Ziem went ahead and did his thing. All in all, guys, like the video, subscribe, motherfuckers. How about?